How is research evolving, and what does that mean for our engagement with Indigenous communities and the exploration of precious areas of the world? This is a question that Dr. Stewart White of the University of Glasgow was exploring, and he's the person whose work I want to focus on for this week's Scientist Sunday. One of the key focuses was on how we can work on research expeditions, how we can learn from the local communities, not only the research that we want to get out. He was exploring questions such as what the Indigenous communities want to get out of research, what partnership they want with Western universities, areas of their own research they want to explore in more detail, and how we can provide support for that and work with them in those areas, and specifically around education, how we can help their communities as well as our own communities that are going over. So when we take students over to these beautiful places to allow them to gain greater insights about ecology, so the students just don't go over to these beautiful environments and interesting places and look at them under a magnifying glass. Instead, they go in and experience the culture. They understand the various social sides of it, not just the environmental sides, and what it means to be stewards of the land from the Indigenous communities who are working with these animals, these plants, these fungi day in, day out, and understand them and understand the preservation of them, and what we can therefore not only elevate our own knowledge, but to elevate the scientists who are working in that community and exploring their own research, and that they can be equally prioritized and recognized for the work that they're contributing to. Alongside this, Dr. White has also been focusing on urbanization and its effect on birds particularly, and how some birds benefit from urbanization and how others don't, and what the effects on different animal species might be in terms of what urbanization can mean for an animal's reproductive success, their range, their survivability, how they are able to effectively live with us, and how other animals are pushed to the periphery of their habitats by urbanization, and what we can do to ensure that those animals are both able to thrive in their own environments, how we're able to preserve their habitats, and how we're able to maintain that delicate balance in nature that we've historically not been able to get right. Now, these are all interesting bodies of work that I hope you'll find as interesting as I did. I'll attach a link so that you can find out more about. I'll attach a link to Dr. White's bio so you can find various articles that they've written and explore them in more detail. Whether you're interested in his works with the Indigenous communities and teaching practice, or you want to find out more about the focus on urbanisation, then these papers are all there for you to explore. Please tune in next week for Scientist Sunday, where I'll focus on another researcher's work and highlight their accomplishments and the work that they're doing in their research area.